Hey there, Squirrel Army. Today we're discussing a Relic of Legends, and is it a good 3 mana rock? If you're enjoying the content here, you can join the Squirrel Army by subscribing and turning on the notification. Alright, so yes, we are discussing Relic of Legends, the new mana rock from Dominaria United. This is a pretty decent mana rock in my opinion. I'm not too hot on 3 mana rocks, and I don't often give them very much praise for what they are, but I do think that this one's pretty good. It's not the best. It's not gonna fall into any CDH lists or break any metagames or anything like that. No, and I have to put that caveat out there because somebody's going to say, oh, but it's not good enough for... No, I don't care that it's not good enough for that. It is at least decent, and it is at least pretty good. And I will say again, I'm, as I said, not the hottest on 3 CMC rocks or 3 or higher CMC mana ramp and whatnot. There are some cards that are useful and are good and are worth your time. And I do think that this is one of them, falls into that category. So if you don't know what it is and what it does, since it's been revealed and released, it's only been out for a little while. If you haven't been keeping up with spoilers, etc., this is a 3 mana rock. If you didn't know by me saying 3 mana rock about 10 times already. Taps for a mana of any color, which, Manalith stats there. So that's just barely playable, perhaps in draft or whatever. But you can tap any untapped legendary creature you control to add a mana of any color. Now that does get around Summoning Sickness because it's an ability on the mana rock itself. It doesn't say your legendary creatures have the ability to tap to add mana. It says tap them to add mana, so you can forcefully tap things. Now, there are some decks that this would really go fairly well in and could go well in decks that want to tap their commander, like Calamax and Amara. Those commanders that want to be tapped, you don't want to attack with them that much, but you want to find ways to tap them. This is a good way to tap them, especially Amara. Amara making those creatures when she becomes tapped. So you can use those creatures to tap for even more mana, which... Oh, no, you can't. You can't because they're not legendary. That's right. But anyway, you can do all kinds of little things and whatnot if you have other cards that do those sorts of effects. But certainly there's a lot of decks that have lots of legends in them nowadays because, well, we've got inundated in the last few years with lots of legends that just happen to go in the 99 of a lot of decks and happen to be good in the 99 of other decks. So I would say that this is a decent mana rock for those decks that, are out there that might want an extra mana rock that, can help you produce multiple amounts of mana. And that's where I'm at with 3+ mana rocks. They've got to produce, as half as much at least, or whatever, if you would look at it, it has to produce 2 mana, 1 less mana than what it sort of costs at minimum to be good. Beyond that, it has to have some other relevant effect and has to come in untapped. This has at least the ability to tap for mana by itself, which is fine, but it can also tap for multiple other mana if you have the right setup or the right board state, etc. That can get you much further ahead in the game state, being able to tap all your legends when they can't attack with, if they have Summoning Sickness or whatever, things like that, or if you don't want to attack with them or whatnot, whatever. So there's lots of things that you can do with this. Most decks that are not in green will probably want a card like this, maybe even, if you have a lot of legends. But yeah, it is just a decent mana rock that you might think about running if you aren't in green as well. But there are some green commanders that would want it specifically, but it's more for the fact that it taps them like Calamax and Amara and whatnot. There might be a couple other ones, but I can't think of them off the top of my head right now as we're filming this and whatnot, and I've got to get these things out as quickly as I can. So, hey, it is what it is, but hey, that is it for this one. I wanted to do a pretty quick one here to discuss this one. I want to discuss some more of the common and uncommon cards that are pretty decent from this set. I'll be doing individual videos on them all throughout the coming days and weeks and whatnot. I'll also be still having some deck techs and things happening. So there's all kinds of things coming out from this Dominaria United that will be filling the content airwaves of the channel here. And you can tell me if you really like this one, or if you like this card, or what you think of the set, or whatever you want to do. Write your thoughts down there in the comments below. I'll be sure to try to respond to you all. But yeah, if I don't see you guys down there in those comments, hey, I'll see you in the next one.